Welcome everyone to another episode of English Speaking Practice for Beginners. Today, we're diving into why tourist office English is crucial for travelers.
Absolutely, Emma. A study by Lonely Planet shows that a majority of travelers hit the tourist office on their first day in a new city. Why do you think that is?
Well, the tourist office is often the first stop because it's like having a local guide. You can get maps, directions, and even insider tips without the hassle. What's your take on this?
For me, it's about confidence. Knowing you can ask for help in English just makes the whole travel experience smoother. But some might argue that with smartphones and apps, is it still necessary?
Good point. Yet, technology can fail. I remember my phone battery dying just when I needed directions. The tourist office saved the day.
Haha, that's classic. And besides, talking to a real person can offer unique insights you won't find in apps. It's about the human touch, right?
Exactly. And knowing a few phrases can open up opportunities for spontaneous adventures. Ever had a surprise find thanks to local advice?
Actually, yes. In Paris, I found a hidden bistro thanks to a tourist office tip. It wasn't on any app and the food was incredible. What do you foresee for the future of tourist offices?
I think they'll evolve with technology, maybe offering digital kiosks or virtual guides. But the need for personal interaction will always be there.
I agree. It's reassuring to have a friendly face in a foreign place. So, let's jump into some key phrases for making the most of your visit.
Now that we understand the importance, let's talk about essential phrases. Emma, what's the first one on our list?
A classic starter is, "Excuse me, do you have a map?" It's simple, yet incredibly useful. What do you think makes it so effective?
It's polite and direct. Plus, most staff appreciate when you make an effort to communicate in English. But what if they don't have one?
Great question. You can follow up with, "What can I see around here?" This invites them to share local highlights. Do you have a favorite phrase?
Definitely. How do I get to place is crucial. It's versatile for any destination. Some might argue it's too vague, though.
True, but it opens the door for more detailed directions. And if you're more specific, you might miss out on unexpected gems. Have you ever used these in a real scenario?
Yes. In Barcelona, I asked about hidden spots and found an amazing art gallery. Do you think it's better to ask for tours directly?
Absolutely. Are there any free tours? Can lead to discovering unique experiences. Moving forward, I see more interactive guides becoming part of tourist offices.
True, but nothing beats a live guide's enthusiasm. Let's practice one of these phrases. How about the map question?
Sure. Excuse me, do you have a map? And most likely, you'll get a friendly yes. Here you go. Ready for the next segment?
Once you have your map, transport questions are next. David, what's a must-ask question for bus travel?
Where is the nearest bus stop? Is crucial. In busy cities, knowing this can save you time and stress. Yet, some argue it's easier to use a transport app.
True, but apps can be unreliable without internet. Once, in Berlin, I relied on a local's help to find the nearest stop. Any transport tips from you?
I'd ask, is there a bus to the airport? It's essential for planning your departure. But what if there's no direct bus?
Good point. Follow with, how far is it to the train station? This offers alternative routes. Have you ever had transport mishaps?
Oh yes, in London, I ended up on the wrong train line. The tourist office helped me reroute. Any forward-looking thoughts on transport inquiries?
I foresee more integrated systems where tourist offices provide real-time updates, but the personal interaction will remain key.
Agreed. Combining digital and personal help is the future. Let's rehearse a transport question. How about the bus stop one?
Sure, where is the nearest bus stop? And then be ready to catch that bus.
Exactly. So, let's keep this momentum and dive into some real-life examples next.
We've covered the phrases, now let's share some real-life tales. I remember being in Rome, completely lost until the tourist office came to my rescue.
Haha, Emma, that sounds familiar. I had a similar experience in Tokyo when I couldn't decipher the subway signs. The tourist office was a lifesaver with their English guide.
It's amazing how a simple map can turn your day around. But some might say it's quicker to use Google Maps.
True, but in areas with limited internet access, nothing beats a paper map. Plus, it's a great souvenir. Ever had an unexpected adventure thanks to a tourist office tip?
Yes, in Lisbon I found an off-the-beaten-path cafe with the best pastel de nata. What's your take on the human touch versus digital guides in the future?
I believe both will coexist, with digital offering convenience and the human touch providing warmth and local color. What about you?
Absolutely. The stories you get from locals are irreplaceable. A future where both work hand in hand sounds ideal.
Agreed. Let's continue to our next segment, where we'll do a quick review of today's key phrases.
Sounds good. And remember, folks, the tourist office is your friend in any city.
Indeed, let's jump into our recap now and solidify those essential questions.
All right, it's time for a quick recap. Emma, what's the first essential question we covered today?
Excuse me, do you have a map? It's your starter phrase for any tourist office visit.
Right. And when it comes to exploring, what can I see around here is perfect for uncovering local gems. What did we say about transport questions?
Transport is key. Where is the nearest bus stop? Will help you navigate any city's transit system.
Exactly. And for ticket inquiries, can I buy a ticket here? Ensures you're prepared for any attraction.
Very true. Practice these before your next trip, and you'll ask confidently in any tourist office.
Absolutely. And remember, each phrase can lead to an unexpected adventure. Any final thoughts on using these phrases, Emma?
Just one. Stay curious and open. These questions are not just about getting answers, but about engaging with the place and its people.
Well said. Let's wrap up with what we'll cover in our next episode.
Sure thing. Next time, we'll talk about ordering food and drinks in English, perfect for dining out. Let's get ready for some tasty vocabulary.
In our next episode, we're diving into dining out. David, what's a key phrase for ordering food in English?
Can I see the menu, please? Is essential when you first sit down at a restaurant.
Great start. And when you're ready to order, I'll have the dish, please, helps you sound polite and confident.
Exactly. But what if you have dietary restrictions?
Good question. Does this dish contain ingredient? Ensures your meal suits your needs. Any thoughts on asking for recommendations?
Absolutely. What do you recommend? Can lead to discovering the chef's specialties. But some might prefer sticking to familiar dishes.
True, but trying new things is part of the adventure. Looking ahead, how do you see English evolving in dining contexts?
I think menus will become even more multilingual with more focus on dietary needs, but the basic phrases will remain important.
Agreed. Knowing these phrases prepares you for any dining experience. So, until next time, keep practicing.
All right, that's all for this episode. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.